because she was kind of helping me to realize that you can't really have too high of expectations of people because we're all different. We have different needs, we have different backgrounds, different skill sets. And so I wanted to just go ahead and open the floor to you, Shu, and how to relate the story that you told me on.
Yeah, thanks, bro. So while we were kicking it in the car, yeah, I had to reflect back on a story or an experience, I should say, that happened with me when I was younger. So, with a friend, with the expectations that I was putting on my friend, it kind of left me in a vulnerable place. So, this is the story. So, my friend and I, we would kick it, we would hoop together, we go out to eat together, just hang out. And we had kind of grown up together also. So, I'm like, man, this is my boy right here. As we going through life, I was doing that even while I was in school, going out in the ministry, working with him. So, it came that time in his life where he met his little special honey. They was doing their thing. I was even hanging with him then, like going to kind of be a chaperone for them, occasionally. But, anyway, when it was time for him to get married and he was choosing his groomsmen and I didn't get what I was expecting, I was expecting to be a part of that. And, he was giving me an explanation of his perspective and why he had chosen the people that he wanted to choose. At that time, I had never experienced a feeling like that. And it was a real big feeling,
Right.
you know, for me. So when we were having our conversation about expectations, I was sharing that with you because I was able to be shown that lesson at an early age, and it kind of safeguarded me from experiencing that through life, which I was glad for the experience because it definitely taught me a few valuable lessons.
Friendship, marriage, work relationships, maybe just family within your other family, direct or distant. And so this idea of setting expectations, because one of the reasons why I was in distress when I was talking to you was I have these high expectations of myself, and I was putting those same expectations on other people. And really, that's not fair to do because people are different.